Was Akutami actually evil for saying this line? During the Jujutsu Kaisen exhibition at Hikari Hall, Akutami specifically says if a character's death won't make readers sad, then there's no need for that character to die. But honestly, I understand what he's saying, and I think it's completely reasonable. The character he was referencing whenever talking about this was Meimei, because Meimei went up against Kenjaku but then actually ran away. And if you use Meimei in this example, it actually makes complete sense, because if she was actually unalived by Kenjaku and Shibuya, would any of us actually have cared? At that point in the story, and even now currently, none of us really have that big of an attachment to Meimei outside of the people who just think that she's a baddie. But think about all the characters that we've currently lost in Jujutsu Kaisen, and you can honestly say that every single one of them was actually a heartfelt loss. Gojo was obviously one of the biggest examples out there. But look at Choso too. Before taking Choso out, Akutami made sure that we all actually began to like him, continuously playing onto the fact that he's a big brother to Yuji and how he wants to fulfill that role, and he'll do anything for Yuji specifically. Even having that super heartfelt conversation with Yuki right before Kenjaku and saying that he was going to do this because he wanted to do this for Yuji, and now Yuki specifically told him, this is where you are unalived as a curse. Now live on as a human. And he did that. He joined everyone in the battle against Sukun, and he played his part. And of course, the way that he actually goes out is by literally protecting Yuji from Sukuna's ultimate attack, and was literally burned alive in front of him. In every single way, this was a heartbreaking moment, especially his last lines and Yuji finally calling him his big brother. Same thing for Nobara, who played her role perfectly as Mahito sending a message to Yuji, and Yuji's reaction and flashbacks of everything that he's gone through with Nobara was truly heartbreaking. Especially because for him, that was the final straw in actually breaking his resolve. Because just prior to that, he just lost Nanami right in front of him. Nanami, a character we had all grown to love, not only because of his flashbacks against Mahito the first time we learned more about him, but also his flashbacks in the Star Plasma Vessel arc where he lost one of his close friends and realizing he just wants to protect the youth, which is why he specifically instructed Nobara to stay back and that he was going to take care of things because he doesn't want people in danger, and why he got so mad when all of the assistants were actually injured or unalived, and that's what pushed him over the edge. Now the Kenjaku one, as I said before, this was just kind of a fumble. I didn't really feel anything except for disappointment whenever he was unalived, but also he's the bad guy, so maybe we just weren't supposed to care as much. So honestly, I don't really see how this statement is really all that bad.